Economic Reporter Interview Questions and Answers. Top 25 questions to help you succeed. Breaking financial news, analyzing economic trends, and explaining complex market developments require a unique combination of research, communication, and analytical skills. Employers hiring economic reporters look for candidates who can interpret economic data accurately, verify facts, work under tight deadlines, and present information in a way that is easy for the public to understand. The following 25 economic reporter interview questions and answers will help you prepare for interviews by covering essential journalism skills, financial reporting techniques, ethical standards, data analysis, and professional communication expected in today's fast-paced media environment. 1. Tell us about yourself and your experience in economic reporting. I have developed strong reporting, research, and analytical skills through covering economic developments, business news, financial markets, and government policies. I enjoy simplifying complex financial topics into stories that general audiences can understand. My experience includes interviewing economists, analyzing official data, verifying facts, and meeting strict publication deadlines. I believe accurate, balanced, and well-researched reporting helps readers make informed decisions about issues affecting businesses, employment, inflation, and the overall economy. 2. Why do you want to become an economic reporter? I enjoy understanding how economic events affect businesses and everyday people. Economic journalism allows me to combine research, storytelling, and analytical thinking. I find satisfaction in explaining complicated financial topics clearly and accurately. This role also provides opportunities to monitor policy changes, market movements, and global developments, while helping audiences understand their real-world impact through reliable, objective, and engaging news coverage that builds public trust. 3. What qualities make an excellent economic reporter? An excellent economic reporter possesses curiosity, analytical thinking, strong writing skills, attention to detail, and ethical judgment. They understand financial terminology, interpret economic data accurately, verify every fact before publication, and communicate clearly with diverse audiences. Good reporters also remain objective, meet deadlines, develop reliable sources, ask insightful questions, and continuously learn about changing economic conditions, government policies, financial markets, and emerging business trends. 4. How do you stay updated on economic news? I regularly monitor government reports, central bank announcements, financial newspapers, business magazines, reputable news agencies, and economic research publications. I also follow respected economists, market analysts, and financial institutions while reviewing official statistics. Attending press briefings, subscribing to economic newsletters, and tracking international developments help me identify important stories quickly. Staying informed allows me to provide timely, accurate, and well-contextualized economic reporting. 5. How would you explain a complex economic topic to a general audience? I begin by understanding the topic thoroughly before simplifying technical language into everyday terms. I use relatable examples, avoid unnecessary jargon, explain unfamiliar concepts step by step, and include practical impacts on households or businesses. Visual comparisons, real-life situations, and concise explanations help readers understand complex issues without oversimplifying important details while maintaining factual accuracy and journalistic credibility throughout the story. 6. How do you verify economic data before publishing a story? I cross-check information using official government reports, recognized financial institutions, credible research organizations, and multiple independent sources. I confirm figures, compare historical data, review supporting documentation, and consult subject matter experts when necessary. If discrepancies appear, I investigate further before publishing. Accurate verification reduces errors, strengthens credibility, and ensures readers receive trustworthy information supported by reliable evidence and transparent reporting standards. Pairs. 7. What would you do if a source provided conflicting economic information? I would compare the conflicting information with official records, consult additional experts, review supporting evidence, and seek clarification directly from the source. Rather than rushing publication, I would verify every important fact before reporting. If differing opinions remain legitimate, I would present both viewpoints fairly, explain the reasons for disagreement, and provide readers with sufficient context to understand the issue objectively. 8. How do you handle tight reporting deadlines? I prioritize essential facts, organize research efficiently, maintain reliable source contacts, and verify information quickly without sacrificing accuracy. Effective planning, note-taking, and time management allow me to produce quality stories under pressure. I stay calm, communicate with editors when challenges arise, and focus on delivering accurate reporting within deadlines because speed should never compromise journalistic standards or factual integrity. 9. Describe your research process for an economic feature story. I begin by identifying the story angle and collecting information from official reports, academic studies, financial databases, and credible news sources. I interview economists, business leaders, policymakers, and affected individuals to gather diverse perspectives. After verifying facts, I organize findings logically, identify trends, explain relevant background information, and write a balanced article supported by evidence, data, and expert insights. 10. How do you ensure objectivity in economic reporting? I separate facts from personal opinions, verify information using multiple reliable sources, and provide balanced perspectives from different stakeholders. I avoid emotionally charged language, disclose relevant context, and accurately represent differing viewpoints. Maintaining transparency, fairness, and evidence-based reporting ensures readers receive trustworthy information while preserving journalistic integrity and protecting the publication's credibility in covering economic issues. 11. What economic indicators do you monitor regularly? I closely monitor inflation, unemployment, GDP growth, interest rates, exchange rates, consumer confidence, retail sales, industrial production, trade balances, stock market performance, and central bank policy decisions. These indicators provide valuable insights into economic conditions and help identify developing trends. Understanding their relationships enables me to produce accurate reports explaining economic changes and their potential effects on businesses and consumers. 12. How would you interview an economist? I prepare thoroughly by researching the economist's work, reviewing current economic issues, and developing focused questions. During the interview, I encourage detailed explanations while asking follow-up questions to clarify complex concepts. I verify important statements afterward, accurately quote the expert, and present their views within proper context to ensure readers receive clear, informative, and balanced reporting. 13. Describe a challenging reporting situation and how you handled it. A challenging situation involved rapidly changing economic data before publication. I paused the story, confirmed updated figures through official sources, contacted experts for clarification, and revised the article before submission. Although it required additional effort under deadline pressure, prioritizing accuracy ensured readers received reliable information and maintained the publication's reputation for trustworthy economic reporting and responsible journalism. 14. How do you report on financial markets accurately? I monitor market data from reliable financial platforms, review company announcements, analyze expert commentary, and understand the broader economic context. Rather than focusing only on daily price movements, I explain underlying causes, long-term implications, and investor reactions. Clear interpretation combined with accurate statistics helps readers understand financial markets without creating unnecessary confusion or sensationalism. 15. What role does ethics play in economic journalism? Ethics are fundamental because inaccurate or biased economic reporting can influence public opinion, investment decisions, and market confidence. I always verify information, avoid conflicts of interest, protect confidential sources appropriately, correct mistakes promptly, and report fairly without misleading headlines. Ethical journalism builds credibility, maintains public trust, and supports responsible reporting on sensitive financial and economic issues. 16. How do you identify newsworthy economic stories? I evaluate whether a development significantly affects businesses, consumers, employment, government policy, or financial markets. I monitor official announcements, industry trends, economic reports, and emerging issues while considering audience relevance. Stories with measurable public impact, strong evidence, expert insights, and meaningful consequences usually provide valuable opportunities for informative and engaging economic journalism. 17. How would you report on inflation? I would explain current inflation figures, compare them with previous periods, identify contributing factors, include expert analysis, and describe practical effects on households and businesses. Using real-world examples helps readers understand changing prices, purchasing power, wages, and living costs. Balanced reporting provides context while avoiding unnecessary alarm or oversimplification of complex economic conditions. 18. How do you manage confidential sources? I protect confidential sources by following newsroom policies, securing sensitive communications, and revealing identities only with permission or legal requirements. Before using anonymous information, I verify claims independently and ensure publication serves the public interest. Responsible handling of confidential sources strengthens trust while maintaining professional ethics and protecting journalistic credibility throughout the reporting process. 19. What writing style is most effective for economic news? The most effective style is clear, concise, accurate, and engaging. I present the most important facts first, explain technical concepts simply, support claims with verified data, and maintain logical organization throughout the article. Readers appreciate straightforward language that informs without unnecessary complexity, while preserving the precision required for accurate economic and financial reporting. 20. How do you handle corrections after publication? If an error is identified, I verify the mistake immediately, inform editors, publish a transparent correction promptly, and review the reporting process to prevent similar issues. Acknowledging mistakes professionally demonstrates accountability, protects credibility, and reinforces the publication's commitment to accurate journalism. Correcting errors quickly is essential for maintaining audience trust and journalistic integrity. 21. Why is data journalism important in economic reporting? Data journalism strengthens economic reporting by supporting stories with measurable evidence instead of assumptions. Analyzing reliable data sets helps identify trends, compare historical performance, and explain economic developments objectively. Accurate visualization and interpretation also improve audience understanding while increasing transparency. Combining storytelling with verified data creates more informative, credible, and impactful journalism for readers and decision-makers alike. 22. How do you prioritize multiple economic stories? I prioritize stories based on public impact, urgency, relevance, editorial priorities, and available verification. Breaking economic developments affecting many people receive immediate attention, while feature stories are scheduled accordingly. Maintaining organized workflows, communicating with editors, and allocating research time effectively allow me to manage multiple assignments without compromising quality, accuracy, or publication deadlines. 23. How would you report during an economic crisis? During an economic crisis, I focus on factual, balanced, and responsible reporting. I avoid speculation, verify every important claim, provide expert analysis, explain government responses, and highlight practical implications for businesses and households. Clear communication helps reduce confusion, while ensuring audiences receive trustworthy information needed to understand rapidly changing economic conditions and policy developments. 24. What digital skills are useful for an economic reporter? Useful digital skills include spreadsheet analysis, data visualization, online research, content management systems, multimedia storytelling, social media monitoring, and basic financial database usage. Familiarity with digital publishing tools improves reporting efficiency and audience engagement. These technical abilities complement strong journalism skills, enabling reporters to produce informative stories across multiple digital platforms effectively. 25. Why should we hire you as our economic reporter? You should hire me because I combine strong research abilities, analytical thinking, accurate writing, and professional ethics with genuine enthusiasm for economic journalism. I work well under deadlines, communicate complex financial topics clearly, verify information carefully, and remain committed to balanced reporting. My dedication to continuous learning and delivering trustworthy economic news would make me a valuable contributor to your newsroom. Preparing for an economic reporter interview requires more than knowledge of economics. Employers seek professionals who can research thoroughly, analyze financial information, communicate clearly, uphold journalistic ethics, and deliver accurate reports under pressure. Practicing these 25 interview questions and answers will strengthen your confidence and improve your ability to discuss reporting techniques, economic analysis, and newsroom responsibilities. With careful preparation, strong communication skills, and a commitment to factual reporting, you can successfully demonstrate your value as a reliable and professional economic reporter.